Wonderful. Good afternoon, everyone.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
Alenka, ma'am.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
Who is hosting Tetrad.
Yes,
And
ma'am.
Roma, ma'am, who's hosting Nerdbird. And can I introduce Meher, ma'am, and Andre, sir, who are the judges along with me for Tetrad. And Roma, ma'am, is going to be doing the quiz along with Justin and Melroy Chef. So wonderful. Thank you so much, everyone. We're looking forward to a wonderful afternoon, waiting to hear all the poetry and the elocution, and waiting to see how many people know all the capitals and the currencies. So this is going to be a fun afternoon. It's going to be, literally, we're going out this year with a bang, with a punch, with this last competition. So with that, I'm going to hand it over to you, Alenka ma'am. And
yes,
Andre sir, Meher ma'am and me have our sheets ready, and we are ready to listen to all the students.
Thank you, ma'am.
Very attentively.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, ma'am.
Thank you.
And also a very good afternoon to Andre sir and to Meher ma'am, and thank you for judging the competition. The students were very curious last night when we had a dry run to know who the judges are. So well, surprise, we have our judges. We have Annabelle ma'am, Meher ma'am, and Andre sir.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. I would just like to, say a little bit about Tetrad before we actually begin for our first years who are new and don't really have an idea what Tetrad is. So it is a test of your literary skills. We here at DBC-HS take great pride in language, the way we carry ourselves, and yes, the impression that we make on others, the ones we meet. And what we speak, how we speak, goes a very long way in telling others the kind of people we are, the character and the class that we carry with us. And so Tetrad, if I may say so, is merely a stepping stone to so much more that we can do with language, with words. And it's said that poetry, speeches absolutely express emotions. In fact, the great poet Robert Frost also said that, poetry is when an emotion has found its thought, and it is that thought that finds its way onto a piece of paper. And I have to say, dear students, we have beautiful budding poets in DBC-HS. The standard of poetry, the use of language has absolutely awed me, and it was very difficult to come to the decision even in the auditions. But yes, we have our top poets waiting to render their poetry to all of you. They are all their original compositions that they have shared with us. So please note, dear students, that this is everything that they have written on their own, and today they are here to share it with you. Judges will be judging on various parameters today. Just to let everyone know, we have the parameters such as the originality of the content, the words used, vocabulary, the articulation, the way you say it. It's not only about what you are saying, but how you are saying it. So voice modulation, articulation, and yes, of course, confidence while they are reciting their poetry and speeches. So we have 3 rounds in Tetrad today. We have the poetry round, followed by the elocution round, and then the 3rd round is the extemporization round. So without further ado, may I please begin with the poetry round, judges? May I begin?
Yes.
Okay, ma'am. So we are starting with our poetry round. That's our first round. So may I please call on our first finalist for the poetry round, Vivina Caramel and her poetry. Vivina, you will introduce yourself. You will give us the title of your poetry, and then you will start. Vivina.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Vivina from SY, and the name of my poem is That Day. He was the son of a proud father, a sharp, tall, gourmet man, and she was daddy's little girl, a cheerful, doting, confident lady. You may ask who they are. Well, they are the heroine of this tale. Though their family was just an acquaintance, she and he never met. He went to her house to do some business, but came back with joys of spring. You may ask what happened? Well, he fell in love. The curtain flew and he saw her the first time. She was stirring something in the kitchen. It was love at first sight. That moment he knew she was the one. You may ask, then what happened? Well, he and she became husband and wife. He wanted to relive the moment when he fell in love. He asked her to cook that dish for him. She replied, I don't know to cook. She was just stirring rice that day. You may ask who they are to me. Well, she and he are my mom and dad. Thank you.
Okay, so thank you very much. That was Vivina, beautifully said, Vivina, and that was her poem, That Day. Thank you, Vivina. Thank you so much.
Thank
Beautiful.
you.
I call on our next finalist, Paul James.
Good afternoon, everyone. So the title of my poem is The One Who Loved Me the Most. The journey began when I was in your womb. I still remember the days how you helped me wear my school costume. The sleep on your lap was so peaceful. Your presence made my life look so simple and beautiful. You cared for all my need. To all my cries, you paid me heed. I was always kept unknown to all your pain, cause to keep me happy was your aim. The days we spent together, I wish it could be forever. No matter how far we gonna stay, your memories will bring back your love, even when my hairs will turn grey. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Paul James. And that was Paul James Judges, his poetry, The One
Just
Who Loved Me the Most.
beautiful.
Yes, ma'am. Please feel free, judges, to give feedback. If you need to tell the finalists anything, please, by all means. So, Andre sir and Meher ma'am. Yes.
I'm absolutely
Ma'am.
gobsmacked at this, kids. Both Viviana and Paul. Paul,
Paul.
such emotion. You know, you're
Thank you, ma'am.
absolutely. It's such a joy to listen to. You painted this beautiful picture for us. Thank you so much for sharing. It's beautiful,
Thank you, ma'am.
ma'am.
Absolutely agree. That was very beautiful. Both the participants were very, very heartfelt. Lovely words.
Oh,
Thank you. Okay, ma'am. Thank you. Can
start
we
crying.
proceed?
Thank you, ma'am.
Yes.
Thank you, ma'am. Okay, after Paul James, we have our third finalist, Ms. Charlene Brushes, please. Charlene.
Good morning. I'm Charlene from FYA, and this is my poem. Its name is These Feelings. I have these feelings I want you to understand. My smile shines bright, you can see it for miles, all right. The sun is out, the birds are singing. Oh, happiness, what a beautiful feeling. Little babies' laughter or living happily ever after. Little things to spread the joy. Oh, what a beautiful decoy. Sometimes my feelings are set ablaze. Don't worry, it's a little phase. My heart in my throat, shouting and screaming, no sugar coat. I want to scream, break through, set free, a beast within me you never want to see. Control, cool down, hide my feelings and my frown. My crazy anger is always cliffhanger. Then my feelings sneak out my eyes, roll down my cheek, how gentle and sleek, warm yet cold and wet, forming cracks on my face with much more depth. I let them be, shine glow, fade slow. Maybe I seek attention, maybe not, but surely these feelings of mine will stay no matter what. Thank you.
Thank you, Charlene. Judges.
That is beautiful. Very well
Yeah.
written and so well articulated completely.
Thank you, Andre sir. Thank you.
Charlene, I want you to remember this Charlene has to stay till the third year. Confident, articulate, very focused, and just a breath of fresh air. You have to stay like this forever. No changing. Okay, Charlene?
Yes, ma'am.
Fantastic.
Thank you.
Good job, Charlene. Thank you, Charlene. And students, we move on to our next contestant, and that is Rachel D'Souza. Rachel D'Souza, please.
Good afternoon, one and all. My name is Rachel D'Souza, and the title of my poem is Lockdown. Lockdown by Rachel D'Souza. I can see people queuing outside supermarkets, standing 2 meters apart. Food shelves were empty like classrooms. Panic at the start. Seeing family upon a screen. Friends from school you haven't seen. Listening to the sound of silence as still as the night. People all in their homes, holding each other tight. The sound of people on the streets, busily buying food, spending time together with family, lightening up the mood. I can smell fear from people not wanting to leave their homes, staying in their gardens, talking to their gnomes, helping in the kitchen. It smells like chocolate cake, dreaming about all the Easter cards and cookies we could make. The worry in my belly, struggling to know what's going on, hoping my friends and family haven't been gone. My heart beats quickly within my chest, thinking about my friends, family, and all of the rest. Today I stand lonely, lonely as a house on a tall hill. But I promise I will stay inside forever to stop others from getting in. Thank you.
Fantastic, Rachel. Beautiful expression. Judges, that was Rachel with Lockdown.
This has got to be the mantra for all those people who are walking around without masks. Right, Rachel? Fantastic. Good job. Good job.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you. Thank you, Rachel. Thank you. Our next contestant is Josiah Karkera. Josiah?
Good afternoon, one and all. I am known for doing something different every single time. So this time I'm going to present a rap. And firstly, I'm from the second year and my name is Josiah Karkera. Okay, the name of my rap is Skywalking. Okay, let's do this. I'm walking down this road with no one beside, hands raised up to the clouds, praying God for a sign. Ain't nobody hear me, I ain't feeling alive. I try to do my best, but I'm broken inside. Judgment's cloudy, my heart's pounding. Every breath I take, it's like I'm counting. Here's my story, but who's writing? There's the pen, here's the page, I guess I'm frowning. Help, help, where's my mental health? Diagnosed with anxiety, I couldn't love myself. Try to open up, but they shut me down. Josiah, you're a man, turn this thing around. You've been messing, I've been blessing. You've been stressing, I've been pressing against these walls. Yeah, this I'm professing. You think you know me, but you don't know me well. Yeah, those rumors you heard, which you can show and tell. Finding my own path, yeah, that's crazy. But I ain't sitting on these couches, cause that's lazy. Shun me, pin me down, me, I ain't a piece of a cake. Meet the ruler, that's me. I call all the stakes. You ain't ready for me, you ain't ready for nothing. You wanna see the dark side, I'ma eat you like muffin. Long story short, I'm in the game. I ain't standing in these lines until you call my name. Yes, sir, please choose me, sir. That ain't my slang. I'ma show you now. I'ma show you who I am. So I'm walking down this road. There's no one beside. I'm counting on God because he ain't gonna slide. Thank you.
I almost want to say, yo, yo, yo.
Yeah. Superb, Josiah.
Awesome. Awesome.
Very rhythmic, very foot tapping there. We just need some music to go with that. Good job, Josiah. Thank you, Josiah. That was Josiah. Meher ma'am, Andre sir, any...
Very creative and approach. Superb, Josiah. Very good.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
I am super impressed. The words were good. The beat and the originality of doing a rap for poetry, I think that's brilliant. Lovely. Well
Thank
done.
you, ma'am.
Thank you. Thank you, judges.
Super.
Thank you. Our next contestant, may I please call on Brian Lewis? Brian?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Good afternoon, Anshul ma'am and judges. And
Brian, one second. Hold the mic closer to you, please. We can't hear you clearly. The mic,
Hello.
the mic.
Ma'am,
Yes.
you can hear me now?
Yes, better. Yes.
So, a very good afternoon to Honorable Ma'am and all the judges and everyone watching. My name is Brian Lewis and I'm from the TY. And the name of my poem is Friendship Memories. And I had written these for all those friends which I eventually lost down the line. So, here it goes. When I am still and quiet surrounds, memories surface in my mind of all the fun, the joy, the cheer, the friendship that I have left behind. As kids, we played those merry games, running around the garden slide, falling down, hurting ourselves, but enjoying childhood's cheerful times. The moment inside classroom walls, the fun and laughter that we had, laughing behind the teacher's back, the happy memories that we shared. Well, then came love, and life was good. We shared our love, faced joys and woes. Everything was so good and nice. Well, then what happened? Well, only God knows. And as I sit here now and think, memories flood just doesn't seem to end. But more than missing memories, I'm missing you, my dear friend. Thank you.
Thank you, Brian. Thank you, Brian, for that.
As
lovely
always,
poem.
Brian, wonderful. I'm surprised it's not about a girl.
Brian, I did not say that to ma'am. I have not said anything to ma'am.
I have heard all his poems for the last 2 years. They were very moving and very romantic. But I like this one too. Thank you, Brian.
Thank you, ma'am.
And our next contestant in the category of poetry is Sarah John. Sarah?
Yes, ma'am. Good afternoon, one and all. Can I please make sure I'm audible because I'm standing?
Yes, you are. Judges? I hope
Yes,
you are
yes.
audible.
Yes, yes.
Good afternoon, one and all. My name is Sarah John, and today I'm going to recite the poem, The Light from the Dark, written by myself. This poem is a small depiction of this year, where we have faced a lot of tough times and missed our real lives. But after facing all these tough times, have we realized what we were supposed to? Started with joy, a time of break, a time to live. All busy indoors with their experiments and plays. It was the calm before the storm. Started by masking our breaths and then our norms. Everything looked pretty until it wasn't our time. The beautiful smiles, a basic handshake, the taste of the air, the warmth of our loved ones, those crowded streets, and those cultural celebrations when we never even thought about these little things we had in life. Now we await to do it just one more time. When finally some started to have a real conversation with their loved ones, some didn't even realize that it was their last ones. It's not the time to look back and wonder what we have achieved or gained, but to realize and to value the things we have been given and taken for granted these days. So before you curse this year another time, before you ask Lord, why these times? Let's ask ourselves, after facing all these difficulties, have we learned what we were supposed to? Have we realized that we are the ones chosen to stand again and to live a life right this time? Thank you.
Beautiful, Sarah. Lovely.
Thank you, ma'am.
Superb.
Okay. So with that, judges, that
Superb,
was our...
Sarah.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you
And
so
that
much,
was
ma'am.
our poetry category. Judges, please note, we are done with our poetry category. And we are now moving on to our elocution, that is our speech category. Requesting all those the elocution contestants to please stay ready with your mics and cameras. May I please call on our first contestant in the speech category, Yusuf Ansari. Yusuf?
Yes, ma'am. A very namaste and a very good afternoon to one and all present here. My name is Yusuf Ansari and I am from first year, and I am going to talk about definition of Madangini according to world. Hiding up your emotion and being asked up to manner. If I know how to cry, let me cry. There is a very famous dialogue from a very famous film. Mard ko dar nahi hota. That's totally fake. I totally disagree to it. Associating with a certain activity and interest with the male gender. I do not love to play cricket, but I do love to play football, badminton. Let me play. Sports and every other choice has no gender. Looking in a certain way and having a specific features. Go hit a gym, have a six-packs, ab, muscular body. How does it matter if I don't have this all? Will I be not a man enough? Being loud, aggressive, exhibiting superiority, taking charge in situations. Me being silent or polite to you doesn't mean I'm not a man enough. Dressing up in a certain way and in a specific color that aren't considered girly. Oh, pink, you shouldn't wear pink. Girls wear pink, it's girl color. If Mardangini is forcing a man to be something that a man doesn't want to be, then a word needs a new definition. We need to start normalizing man, breaking out of suffocating system and structure. That's it. Thank you to all.
Thank you, Yusuf. Very inspiring and eye-opening speech by Yusuf Ansari from the first year. Thank you, Yusuf.
Excellent.
We have our next contestant, please. May I call on Shweta Poddar. Shweta?
Oprah Winfrey once said, "The biggest adventure you could take is to live the life of your dreams." Good afternoon. My name is Shweta Poddar from FY Batch B, and I'm here to talk about courage to not give up on your dreams. How many times have people told you that you cannot succeed in life? Or how often have people laughed at you or tried to discourage you? Probably many times. When we were young, we had great dreams. We didn't allow any circumstances to limit how far these would go. We felt enthusiastic. We were ready to conquer the world. However, after growing older and after hitting a few obstacles and failures, we stopped believing in ourselves. We settled into a mediocre life and we forgot about everything. And these wishes, these dreams either turned into, either we forgot about our dreams or they just became powerless wishes. Well, I am someone who believes that you should boldly go in the direction of your dreams. Try, try, and try. Feed your mind with the idea of success, not failure. Stand tall and show it to the world what you are made of. If the world knocks you down, get up again. Remember, the only way you could fail is if you give up. And if you give up, you might not be happy, or you would often complain about your life or your environment. You would feel that life could have been different if you didn't give up. And trust me, life is really short to sit back and regret. Following your dreams could be both at times, terrifying and exciting. When you are unique in what you do, whether it's writing a book or maybe building a business or becoming an actor, you become a leader and not a follower. Courage is all about facing your fear. Often fear of failure holds most people back. You aren't most people, are you? You are creating something that wasn't there before. It's beautiful, it's bold, it's you. You are not weak, you are powerful. You are not scared, you are courageous. You are not ordinary, you are remarkable. Give it your best shot and trust me, your dreams would come to life. Thank you.
Thank you, Shweta. That was a beautiful speech on courage. Very inspiring. Thank you, Shweta.
Thank you,
Bravo!
Thank you, Shweta. And I call on our next contestant, Shubham Raulo. Shubham, you're next, please.
Hello.
Yes, Shubham.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Shubham Raulo from the first year, and I'll be giving a speech on the most sensitive topic, but it's an important topic, which is the death of journalism, as we all know. Journalism and media is often considered as the fourth pillar of democracy, but there is no safety or security ensured to these journalists or to their families. The sole job of journalism and media is to give a voice to the people, to raise a voice for the people, not to be the puppets of the government, not to be the voice for the government and brainwash the people. Most of the countries, political parties and government have consolidated a strong control over media, especially the TV media. It's no longer a secret that which political party owns which TV news channel. It's a propaganda. Most of these channels' accusation against the political parties, opposition political parties, are a farrago of lies, misrepresentation, and half-truths, broadcasted by an unprincipled showman masquerading as journalist. Meanwhile, there's a journalist who always barks like a dog and conducts meaningless debates, and his guests are also meaningless at the same way. This journalist creates a perception in his viewer's mind with his strong voice, with his loud voice, and his body language. So whatever his viewers would, he says, his viewers would believe it's true. But that's not the case. Without an opposition, there wouldn't be a democracy. A country from democracy would simply lead to a dictatorship. And we all know the consequences of dictatorship. At the end, I would just like to say, if we intend to be a sane person for the rest of our lives, we should avoid these channels. And thank you, everyone, for listening me. And if I've hurt someone's intentions or I've offended someone, I strongly and sincerely apologize. Thank you.
Thank you, Shubham. Quite an overpowering speech there. Thank you. Judges, Meher ma'am, would you like to give some feedback?
Yes, I think he was very confident whilst he spoke. He's definitely expressed his intention and we are hearing. Let's put it like that.
Thank you. Thank you, ma'am. Well, we move on to, yes, ma'am, Annabelle ma'am.
No, I'm so impressed at Shubham's articulation.
Yes.
I have to say, do I remember the brother being this articulate? He was a sweetheart. But good job, Shubham.
Thank you, ma'am.
Our next contestant, Zareen Chaugale. Zareen?
Yes, miss. Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Zareen, and today I'm going to be speaking about mental health awareness. The WHO, or the World Health Organization, defines mental health as a state of well-being in which an individual realizes his or her own potential, can cope up with the normal stresses of life, can work productively, and contribute to his or her own societies. It was said that roughly 7.5% of Indians have some sort of mental health problems. And by the end of this year, a raging 20% will have some mental health problems. And I think that's saying something, don't you? People these days are more worried about log kya kahenge. They are more worried about what will other people say than what they're feeling. They refuse to receive professional help or just go to someone who will listen to them. They are people just like you and me. Sometimes their symptoms are more prominent, but sometimes they're just fighting their own battles on the inside. So you must always, always be kind to others. If you know someone who is acting different or who is off lately, reach out to them. Spend some time with them, speak to them, ask them, how are you feeling? What's happening? Instead of asking them close-ended questions like, I saw you looking down today. Do you want to talk about it? That way they'll be more open to you. Don't ever push them. Know your limits. Let them share as much or as little as they want. They are really trying their best. And you, as a good friend, colleague, or family member, must reach out to them. And together, we can break the stigma around mental health. Thank you.
Thank you, Zareen. That was Zareen on mental health. Thank you.
Zarina, you need to keep up this. We are going to call you the Renaissance woman. because she's been taking part in everything.
Yes,
Good job. Keep it up. Beautifully said. Beautiful.
And also, participants, please note the audience is also putting in their comments in the chat. So if you can, please read those chats. They are very encouraging and good feedback from the audience as well. Please do that. Thank you. And that was Zareen. And now we have Mark D'Souza. Mark?
Yes, good afternoon, everyone. So shall I start?
Good afternoon.
Most people around us
Mark,
that we see.
Very clear. Yes, okay. Can you start again?
All right. Most people around us that we see each and every day of our life have gone through something that they do not share with anyone. They all have untold stories. Myself, Mark D'Souza, and I'm here to share my thoughts on art of self-love. Imagine it's the perfect day. You're hanging out with your friends, having fun. When out of the blue you hear something like, "You are so thin, yeah, you might just fly away with the wind." Or something like, "If you fall down, we might just face an earthquake right now." Hold on, don't get offended. It's just a joke. It happens all the time, so just shake it off, yeah. Well, you can't just shake it off like that. All those thoughts get accumulated in the mind of that person, along with all the other thoughts that they have been hearing from childhood. Saying things like these, we are not only bringing down their self-esteem, but we are pushing them into a bubble. They cannot come out of it. They'd rather be quiet, not speak up. Why? Because they're afraid that the next thing they will hear might be one of those lines again. There have been so many cases where this pressure put by the society was too much for them to handle. It isn't a joke anymore, is it? No, body shaming is not a joke. So what can we do about it? One thing I would like to tell you is, do not look through others' eyes. Look at yourself with your own eyes. And if you love yourself, you will never be disappointed, because you are the only one who knows what you are truly from the inside. And that is what matters. I would like to end my speech with a small song. When I see your face, there's not a thing that I would change, 'cause you all are amazing, just the way you are. If you don't like the way they look at you, so maybe you should try to love yourself. Yeah, you should try to love yourself. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mark. And that was Mark D'Souza from the first year. Thank you, Mark. Fantastic. Judges?
Awesome.
Thank you so much.
Excellent.
Mark,
Excellent, Mark.
you have taken your this speech and run with it, and you and I know what's going on, and you have done a fantastic job. Awesome.
Thank you.
Right? And I know that you have been a joy for all the staff members in the classes too. So for that too, thank you very much.
Thank you, ma'am. Let us proceed, the judges, with our next contestant, and that is Vinil Monis. Vinil?
Yes, ma'am. Good afternoon to everyone. I am going to speak about horoscope, the biggest scam in mankind's history. Hello, ma'am. Can you see?
No, I can't
see you.
Can't see you. Can you? Is your camera on? Yes, yes. Now it's fine.
Now we can.
Yes.
Hello.
Yes, yes, Vinil.
Gone off again.
Hello, ma'am. Can you hear me?
We can hear you, but the video, I think the video is.
Oh.
We can't see you. We can't see you. We can hear you. Ma'am, could you proceed? Okay, yes. Now we can see you. Vinil? Yes, yes, yes.
So today I'm going to speak about horoscope, the biggest scam in mankind's history. Most of us do read in horoscopes, right? And we believe in it. Horoscope is an astrological diagram or a chart which represents the sun, the moon, and the planets at a particular event such as a person's birth. But how does the position of certain planets or stars has something to do with us? It's like moon saying, to Venus, you just go a little bit that side and we'll ruin Venus' day today. No, the planets do not care about us. Horoscopes are just accumulation of words which tell us what you want to hear. It's pseudoscience, it's vague, and it's presented to you in 12 different ways, which applies to anyone, anywhere, at any point of time. It is also known as Barnum effect. Horoscopes will be like, remember to breathe. Oh, well, yeah, actually I should breathe. Now I feel better. Horoscopes are true. No. And some sentences will be like, you are an extrovert person, but sometimes you like to be silent. Well, yes, of course, I can't be dancing all the time, right? The celestial alignment, the giant bodies of rocks and gas floating in the vacuum of air doesn't really care about you. Planets exit and enter a constellation without even caring about you. Whether you are a Virgo, Aries, Capricorn, or any other zodiac signs, just do not blame your horoscope if you are a jerk. Please love everyone around you regardless of your zodiac sign. Thank you.
Thank you, Vinil. That was Vinil Moniz from the first year on horoscopes. Thank you.
Good job. Now I'm going to read those horoscopes twice just to make sure. Right? Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Moving on to our next contestant, Leola Vegas. Leola, please.
Am I audible?
Just put your mic a little closer to the mouth, please. Yes, a little bit. Yeah. Now say something. Yeah,
Hello?
better. Yes, yes.
Okay, my name is Leola Vegas. I'm from the second year. And today my topic is on mental illness and hygiene. When the world comes crashing down at your feet, it's okay to let others pick up the pieces. If we are present to take part in your happiness when your circumstances are great, we are more than capable of sharing your pain. Now, mental hygiene is simply maintaining the health of your mind and preventing various disorders of the mind. Everybody prioritizes cleanliness of the body, but nobody is aware about mental hygiene. Now, you may think, why is it important to maintain the cleanliness of the mind? It's not like anybody ever visits your mind, right? But the thing is, you do it for yourself and not for the thought of others. It is good to feel rejuvenated, not only externally, but also internally. Now, mental illness is all this trash that is binned in our brains, and we have to get rid of it. Anxiety disorder, stress, depression, all of this is just scatters of sickness present in our brain. A person suffering from mental illness often feels as though all of their oxygen is being sucked out of their lungs and they're suffering or struggling to take it back all in. Now, no one would want to feel that way, right? Negative thoughts play a key role in mental illness. It's like this one germ that spreads in your mind, creating this mental maze of negative thoughts, and it ignites this disturbing spark in your veins, leaving you in this dungeon of sorrow. Now, I would like to conclude by quoting Glenn Close, saying, "What mental health needs is more unashamed conversations, more candor, and with that, I would say thank you, and that's life."
Thank you, Leola. Judges, that was Leola on mental illness and hygiene. Thank you very much, Leola. Well spoken.
Beautifully done. And I think I learned something today. I had no idea there was something called mental hygiene. So thank you for enlightening us. Thank you, Leola. Ma'am.
Judges, we have our next contestant, Cleon D'Souza. Cleon.
Yes, ma'am. Am I audible?
Yes, Cleon.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Cleon D'Souza, and I'm from the third year A batch. The topic for my speech today is anxiety. Now, the reason I chose this topic is because I feel that we are a generation of anxiously confident people. Now, I say this because there are certain days where we are so confident we can move mountains. On the other days, when our anxiety takes over, even a single word can cause us to come crumbling down. The other reason I've taken this topic is because I feel like it is really important for us to normalize talking about mental health issues. I mean, yes, we do talk about depression and other severe issues too, but then we kind of sideline the more minor ones like anxiety, and sometimes we treat it like it doesn't even exist. Now, as a person who does suffer from anxiety, I can tell you it is really difficult to live with it. No, like literally breathing, a function that is so important to our body, it makes it a complete pain in the chest. And it also shows up in these symptoms like when you're constantly tapping your feet and you're biting your lips. It not only mentally drains you, it exhausts you physically. Now, for me, the other thing is that it makes these places with unorganized crowds like parties into a complete nightmare. I hate parties because it just gets really overwhelming, and it makes us seem off as rude because we decline invitations to the parties, we leave early from the parties, we don't socialize, whereas we are just trying to not go through another breakdown in the day. So the bottom line of my speech today is that, just be kind to everybody. And, you do not know the battles they fight in their heads. And also normalize talking about these mental health issues and stop treating them like it is a taboo. And to the people who are suffering from anxiety, I'd like to tell you that this too shall pass. Take one day at a time and take a deep breath. Thank you.
Thank you, Cleon. Very well done. Well spoken. Thank you, Cleon.
Cleon, I have to say I am absolutely in awe of you because I honestly had no idea you were battling this. You have done a phenomenal job. You have taken care of this and you have done brilliantly in these last 2 years. I am honestly just so upset that this batch of third years who is such an amazing batch, we are not getting to enjoy you as much as we were looking forward to having you all as seniors. Congratulations, and keep aware of your triggers and keep working on all the exercises that help you battle this. So phenomenal job, Cleon. Awesome. Literally.
Thank you. I'll say something.
Yes.
I'm really glad to see all of my fellow contestants also talking about mental health issues and normalizing it actually. So yeah, really happy.
Yes, absolutely.
Cleon, thank you very much for sharing something that's so personal. Thank you very much for that.
Thank you, sir.
And we have our last contestant in the elocution category. May I please call on Parth from Parth Shetty, please? Parth?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Can you hear me?
Yes, yes.
Can everyone see me? So
yes. Yes.
Okay. So good afternoon, everyone. My name is Parth, and my topic for today's speech is suicide prevention. According to the 2019 data, around 8 lakh people die every year as a result of suicide. But do you really think it's worth it? Is it worth leaving your loved ones behind? Is it worth leaving your dreams unfulfilled? We need to understand that it's not the last resort. We never know what people around us are going through because we all are fighting our own battles. It's just a matter of sharing it with our close ones or seek therapy. Maybe some of us don't feel comfortable enough to share our tragedies with others because we don't want to sound vulnerable to the other person. But what we fail to understand that bottling up this feeling is just going to make things worse. For someone who's experiencing suicidal thoughts, they might think that they're doing a world a favor because they think of themselves as a burden on the people in their life. But that is not the case. Suicide is not something someone plans extensively and then executes. It's rather an impulse decision people make out of fear. All of us are destined to hit the rock bottom at least once in our lifetime, some of us even more than once. But that is the time we need to stay strong because things get better eventually. I'm not saying it's going to be easy, but once you're back on track, I don't think there's any force strong enough to stop you. And to anyone who thinks suicide is a solution for their problems, trust me, it's not. Don't think of it as a permanent solution for a problem that's temporary and can be solved. To conclude, I'd just like to share one of my favorite quotes from one of my favorite movies, Batman, where Alfred says, "Sir, why do we fall? So we can learn to pick ourselves up." And that is the message I want you all to take from my speech. Whenever you're feeling low, just remember that is not the end of the world. You're loved, you're wanted, and you matter. Thank you.
Super, Parth. As always, very well done. Yes.
Congratulations. First, before everything else, I don't know this path. This is half of the original path. You're looking like this gentleman. I honestly am shocked. Who is this boy or this man? Fabulous, Parth. Whatever you've done during the lockdown, you're looking fantastic. I'm sure you've always been a very articulate student, but I think this newfound confidence has also come from the way you look. You're looking fabulous. I am just so proud of you. Honestly, I want to call you Mr. Parth Chetty because we and the fact that you are all groomed and dressed, love it, and keep this up. Beautiful.
Yes. Ma'am, I just have to share something with all of you about Parth. So he called me up in the morning and he requested if he could keep the beard on. And it was his etiquette to call me and say, no, but please, I have to because it's my birthday. And so I said, you better make sure you look nice.
Happy
birthday. Birthday is coming, I think, in the next 2-3 days. He doesn't want to shave it off. So I said, whatever you do, you make sure you look good. So I think he's looking fantastic. Andre sir, Meher ma'am, we are done with our elocution category.
Yes,
would you like to say anything to our elocutionists, our finalists, before we
I
move
think
on?
the competition is extremely difficult for us to judge.
Yeah.
Meher.
No, I absolutely
Annabelle.
agree. I love the thought and the thinking. It's simply amazing that today's youth is actually thinking in this way and manner. I'm super impressed. Well done, everyone. Everyone.
Thank you, judges. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank
And we now proceed to our third and final category, judges, and that is the extemporization. For the rest of the audience who's listening in, the extemporization topics were given in advance, but there were 50 topics given. And the participants now do not know which, I could choose any one of those topics and they would have to speak on it for a minute. I'll be timing them the moment I give them the topic. I'll be timing them for a minute and I will tell them to stop the moment the minute is up. They will introduce themselves and then I will start the clock. All right. May I please have our first participant, and that is Zareen?
Yes, miss. I'm Zareen from first year.
Yes, Zareen. Zareen, your topic is buttons. Buttons.
Buttons. Yes. Buttons. These days, most clothes have buttons. Sometimes they are made of plastic. Sometimes they are made of wood. They help keep our shirts together. They help keep our blouse together. And this time, buttons are like the fundamental accessories on clothes, as they don't only put your clothes together, they make them even look better. Because I know for a fact that most women's clothing, the buttons aren't even functional. Like the pockets, they're not functional. Actually, I do not like clothes with buttons because after watching this movie called Coraline, where the mother stitches buttons on the girl's eyes, whew, that started giving me nightmares. But really, buttons are an amazing creation and I would prefer them over zips and hooks because my hair always gets stuck in zips and hooks. So yeah, buttons. Crazy, but they're there. Thank you.
Good job. You put a button in it. Thank you.
I just wanted to say I'm shaking so much. I hate public speaking with all my being.
You're doing a fabulous job, Zareen, and that's one of the things that we all have to do as hoteliers, because we have to think on our feet and we have to spin unlikely situations to make them sound that they are totally likely. So you're doing a good job. Keep it up. Initially you get, and then you slowly learn how to do this. Keep it up. Good job.
Thank you. Brian, are you there?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, Brian, and your topic is eyebrows.
Sorry?
The eyebrows. Eyebrows.
Eyebrows. Okay.
Yes.
So,
And you can start.
a very good afternoon to everyone watching. Eyebrows are a very essential part of communication, I would say. And don't worry, FYs and SYs, if you're wondering what is communication skills, you will get it in the TY because Alenka ma'am does a very extensive topic on that. But coming to eyebrows, eyebrows is something that actually shapes our face. It's something which looks weird on some people's face, although I shouldn't be racist. But then, because of that, some people decide to shave it off and look even weirder. So I should not be a judge of that anyway. Eyebrows speak a lot about a person. They can say that you're angry when you go this, or they can say that you're happy and cheerful when you go like this. Eyebrows speak a language, or rather a sign language, which very few can catch. Some people just mistake it for miscommunication and won't really understand what you're saying. But I would say that eyebrows are very essential in communication because they speak a language which you actually want to say, and it is something that is sarcastic sometimes, but is very important to catch it because...
Thank you, Brian. And that is your 1 minute. Good job. Good job. Thank you. I'm sorry I have to stop you participants, but that does not go against the marks. Please know that. It's just that it's a 1 minute extempore speech. That's all. But good job. Thank you, Brian.
Brian, we will all do that for you. Right?
That's a good one, ma'am. Very good one. Well, may I call on our third contestant, Inacio Montero. Inacio, please.
Good afternoon, ma'am. Am I audible and am I visible?
Yes, yes, you are. Yes.
Yes,
Okay, Inacio, and your topic is bubble gum. You may begin.
Bubblegum. So, okay. So, bubblegum is one of the most favorite thing in my life because they say that you can't have a bubblegum during examinations. But when I was in school, I always used to chew on a bubblegum because I've read these facts, you know, that if you chew the same flavor of the bubblegum while you're studying and when you're giving the exam, you remember all of it all over again. So now you know one tip which I use, which is very effective. And I was very amazed when Babul came up with the candy floss bubblegum, you know. And I was like, wow, because I was just 6 years old that time. And that totally amazed me. And bubblegum is something that you can even do your time pass. Because for me, I have this habit of, you know, eating something at regular intervals. So my mom gets fed up of me, like, you know, how much do I eat and stuff. So she told me that, you know, go chew a bubble gum. And I keep chewing a bubble gum. So that's kind of a time also if you need that in your life, you know. And that keeps your jaw good. It keeps your face in a proper shape. So that's my take on bubble gum. Thank you.
Thank you, Inacio. And that was 1 minute as well. Thank you. Thank you, Inacio. Our next contestant, Rachel D'Souza.
To all who know Inacio, that was 1 minute too little for him, right? Sir?
Yes, yes.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Rachel D'Souza, please.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Rachel D'Souza and I'm from the FYA batch.
Okay. Rachel, your topic is wax. W-A-X. Yes.
Okay. Now, wax. Wax doesn't have only one meaning. It has plenty meanings. One is what ladies do. And the boys are shit scared of it. They look at it and they have all these goosebumps on their body. And there is one more, which is the candle wax. Now, I'm not quite sure which one Alenka ma'am meant, so I might as well talk about both. So, the candle wax is something that is a very underestimated thing. With the candle wax, you can not only make something, you can mold it into so many different ways. And the wax, which the ladies use, is terrifying. Trust me, terrifying. Looking at the wax, I am always crying. Whenever my mother goes for the wax and she's like, Rachel, come, you got to do your wax. I'm like, Mama, no, please, let it go this time. She's like, you're a girl. Please learn to get in shape.
Okay, Rachel, and that's your 1 minute time. Thank you, Rachel. I didn't want to stop you, but well, I have to. And that was Rachel D'Souza on the topic wax. Thank you, Rachel.
Thank you, ma'am.
Rachel, I cannot wait to meet you in person. She is so
very
so
animated.
Yes.
Very animated. Very
Good
animated.
job.
Thank you, Rachel. Our next contestant, Mark D'Souza.
Good afternoon again.
Yes, good afternoon, Mark. And your topic for today is salt. S-A-L-T, salt.
So we as people in hospitality industry, we understand how important salt is. But we have so much to learn just from a salt. The first thing is learn to be as unique as a salt. The presence of salt is not felt, but its absence makes everything tasteless. Another thing that we can learn from it is do not judge someone by its appearance. Now, a salt looks like powdered sugar, but both taste so different, literally the opposites. So, do not judge a book by its cover. Another thing that a salt can teach us is learn to be like a motivator. Just like salt not only puts its own flavor, but it also enhances the others' flavors as well. Just like that, learn to motivate each one of the people around you and enhance their motivation and enhance them to achieve their goals. That's it. Thank you.
Thank you, Mark. Well in time. Thank you, Mark. That was Mark, the topic salt. Thank you. Well done.
Thank you, ma'am.
Our next contestant, calling on Charlene. Charlene, please.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, Charlene. Charlene, are you ready? Your topic is space.
Okay, so if I would go to talk about space, I think I could go on for hours and hours because it just leaves me with so much wonder about what is out there, from black holes, how stars are born, are there any other forms of life? But then I'm not going to exactly talk about space in that way. I will talk about space and compare it to the space between two lovers who don't know that they like each other and who want to get to know each other. So the space between them, though it is small and really actually compared to nothing, it feels like infinite. They want to get closer, they want to get to know each other, yet this space is so much that they just don't know what to do. And there are so many possibilities that can happen in that space that these two just need a perfect opportunity. And for me, space that is between two lovers is like the space between us and so many other possibilities outside in the world. When I was young, I wanted to be an astronaut, so space has definitely been special to me, and that's all I have to say.
Yes, thank you. And your time's up. Thank you, Charlene. Thank you.
Thank you.
That was Charlene on the topic space. And the last contestant in this category, Cleon D'Souza, please. Cleon?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, Cleon. Cleon, your topic is ring. R-I-N-G, ring. You may begin.
Ring. So when I think of ring now, the first thing that comes to my mind is the one that we wear on our fingers. For a person who loves wearing rings, I still remember I lost my ring during Spectrum last year and I was searching it all throughout the college. And now I've stopped wearing rings because I usually keep on losing them. We have these beautiful rings which are made up of diamonds, gold, silver. Some even are made with the fake materials like plastic, which look as good as gold and silver. There are other rings that we have, which are the hula hoop rings. Like my colleague Sadaf, who is a very good dancer with the hula hoops, and she shows us her talent. The other ring that I think about is the one that we have for a pressure cooker, which holds the pressure inside, which keeps the pressure cooker together, which is really important for us because the pressure cooker ring is the one that keeps it together, and if it is missing, the pressure cooker may burst out. So yeah, thank you.
Okay, thank you, Cleon, and that's 1 minute up. And with that, judges, we are done also with our extemporization category. So audience, we are done with all our 3 categories: poetry, elocution, and extemporization. The judges will now deliberate on the results and we will get to know them soon enough. Judges, any parting feedback? Meher ma'am, Andre sir, Annabelle ma'am?
Yes,
Well
so
done
just
and congrats. That's it.
yeah, thank you. Sorry, ma'am. I
No,
just
ma'am,
want to
just
just want to say is that this year actually commemorates last year. Ma'am was also a judge for this
Yes.
competition, so it's
Yes.
nice to have you back, ma'am, as a judge. And for the first years who don't know, Andre sir, along with Alenka ma'am, are our in-house poets. So,
Andre sir, we are waiting for one of your renditions. Andre sir is
yes, Andre sir is not
absolutely
just,
with, yes, yes.
but he also writes beautiful poetry, and so does Alenka ma'am. You are definitely going to get the right choice. And now 3 of us are going to
Yes,
figure out, because I have to say, so brave and so vulnerable that each one of you have put your thoughts and your so articulately put exactly what you were thinking, and with such a sense of progression for this generation. It's like, as May ma'am said, fantastic. Andre sir?
Yes, ma'am, absolutely impressed. And now the tougher job begins with us trying to mark them. So
Yes.
congratulations already to all of you all. Fantastic job done.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Thank you, Annabelle ma'am,
With,
Meher ma'am.
with that, thank you, Alenka ma'am. I know it has been quite trying to finish the auditions and make sure that the right people get chosen. And it was a whole heap, which was very encouraging. So thank you. And especially to see all those messages of yours in capitals goading on the
Yes,
students.
thank you,
So
ma'am.
thank you very much. I know it took a lot to get to this
Thank you.
point.
Thoroughly enjoyed it, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.
Thank
And with
you.
that, now hand it over to Roma ma'am, who will start her quiz competition called Nerdbird.
Thank you, ma'am. Good afternoon to everyone. It's been like 2016 when we started with Nerdbird, along with Ariston and myself, with Annabelle ma'am's guidance. It's the 5th year of having it. So we've had this with a competition with the mixture of FY, SY, and TY over the years. This time we're doing it individually on the app of Kahoot. The whole idea behind having Nerdbird has been the reason to have this healthy competition about amongst the students with enhancing their general knowledge. Thank you, Annabelle ma'am, for letting us do this year with virtually.
Thank you for getting everybody geared. And I love technology making this so easy for us. And for you for coordinating this with Chef Melroy and Justin on the back end. Thank you.
Yes.
All the best.
Thank you. So we're going ahead. There are 3 categories, one being national, second being international, and third being identification of logo. We have 15 participants for national. I hope you all are ready, and Justin would be sharing Justin or Melroy Chef would be sharing the pin with you all on the group. Please be quick enough to enter the quiz with your first name, please. Justin?
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am,
Yes,
we
Melroy
have
Chef, yes.
generated the pin. We are waiting for the contestant to join.
All right, Chef.
I would request all the contestants to please log in with your names. Please log in with your names. I've got 2 of them who have joined with digits. So
Please, guys, please do it with first name.
Yeah, ma'am, about to start.
All right. All the best to everyone. Remember, there's a timer to this, so be quick enough to answer. The first question is already here. Uh-oh. Sriram is leading. To everybody, you get only 5 names onto the screen. The faster that you answer, that would be your name on the screen. Next question, please. So if you can see, what's the capital of Assam? I've used the taglines that are there, part of the tourism, to be part of the tourism for those particular states. There are 11 people who've answered it right. And all right, Sriram is still leading. Next question. "12 people of the right strike." Nia, you have a strike with 3. See that next question you answer a little faster. Right. So 7 and 7 with right and wrong. Please read the questions carefully. And Nia is about to take a lead to Sriram. What is the capital of Sikkim where nature smiles? And Nia has taken over. Following is Bhumika. Go ahead. Next. What is the capital of the perfect holiday destination, Goa? Oh, 12 right. Yes, next please.
Ma'am, I can't see the questions.
Sorry, who's this?
I'm Sriram.
Sriram, maybe you would have got logged out. Maybe it's network. Cannot add you back, so sorry. Justin, please go ahead. The newly added Union Territory, Jammu and Kashmir, summer capital. Please remember, summer capital. All right, next question. Nia is leading. Oh, Bhumika has taken over. Bhumika, followed by Kevin, and then Harsh. Next question. Please read the question carefully. Well, absolutely right. 11 people have answered it correct. Next one. All right. This is the capital of Lakshadweep. 99% fun and 1% land. That's the tagline for their tourism. All right, Kevin is leading. Next question. Next, please. All right, Kevin is leading. Next one. Wow. Next question. Kevin, Bhumika, Jordan, Nia, go ahead. Next one. Where is the largest museum in India located? The answer is Kolkata, and the museum's name is the Imperial Museum. It is not only the largest, it is also the oldest museum. Next question. Wow, Kevin, Nia, Neha, go ahead. Next one. Which city is known as the Silicon Valley of India? Absolutely correct, Bangalore. To the 12 people who have answered it right, it's nation's leading information technology exporters. So that's the reason they are known as Silicon Valley. Next question. The largest seating capacity. Which stadium is this? Absolutely correct. To the 10, Eden Garden, Kolkata. Wow, Nia has taken a lead.
Go
And
Nia!
Kevin, so followed by Kevin and Neha. Next one, please. Very good. Next question. Who's gone ahead now? Oh. Next. Which Indian hill station is known as Queen of the Hills? Oh. Kevin has gone back up and Jordan is following. Thank you. Next one. Moving to the east of India, we entered one of the most popular hill stations of India, famous for its tea plantation. Next question. All right, Kevin is leading. In the eastern part of India is a town that houses the world famous Sun Temple, which is the popular tourist spot. All right, and Kevin is still going very well ahead. Next question. Charminar, popular landmark, which is this? Next question. Wow, Jordan has taken the lead over and Neha and Christina are following. Kevin and Nia, come on. The Western Ghats in Maharashtra, known as Right, moving to the next. Very good. Jordan is still taking the lead. Move to the next. Who is the President of India? One participants. All right, and we have 10 people at the right. Ramnath Govind is the right answer, and Jordan, Neha, Christina, Nia, and Kevin. Go on. And to the rest of you all, please answer quickly. Who wrote the national song of India? Read the question well. Who wrote the national song of India? Bankim Chandra Chatterjee is the answer. He wrote Vande Mataram, not national anthem, national song of India. The next question. Wow. Nia is about to take over Jordan. Next. Which state is known as India's spice garden? We well 11 people who have answered it correct. It has a variety of different spices that are delivered throughout the nation. The next one, please. I think someone needs to mute themselves. How many spokes are there in Ashoka Chakra? Wow. It talks about either 24 rishis of the Himalayas or 24 hours of the day. That's why it's also known as Samay Chakra. Next question. Which jail is this? Absolutely correct with 11. It's situated in Andaman Nicobar Islands. And he has taken over. The next question. Name the oldest mountain range of India. Okay, next question. Go on, Neha. Next question. Who is known as the father of white revolution in India? Absolutely right to the people. Verghese Kurien, he also the founder of Amul. Or next.
Last question, ma'am.
Yes, I think it's the 29th one. On the below options, who shares the border with India? Absolutely right to this 9 people, and I think there's one more to go. And Nia is at the lead. Come on, Neha and Jordan and Kevin. What is the dialect code of India? And it's a very easy question. On. Oh, very good. And we have the winners out there. Jordan at the third, Neha at second, and
good third year.
Nia at the first. All right.
Ole, 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 ole.
Okay. Move to the thank you. We would move to the next competition, and I would tell all the participants, please be ready, see that your connectivity is fine to get to the next code for international quiz. Melroy, Chef, and Justin.
Yes, ma'am.
Setting the code. Yes. Okay.
Yes, ma'am. Generating code.
All right. All the best to all the 15 contestants who are participating in international quiz. Please be quick enough to log in. Vinil, Amar, Abdur, Sriram, Christina, Tawhid, Joshua Nayak, Inacio, Nia, Neha, Ashley, Jordan, Cleon, Armando, and Harsh. Please go ahead and all the best.
Ma'am, is this the one for the logos?
Sorry?
Is this the international one or the logo?
International one. Now we have international one.
Cleon, waiting for you, Cleon.
Beyond the code is already on the group. Justin has sent it. Justin has sent the code. Please log in.
Cleon, we're waiting for you.
All okay, Cleon?
Yes, ma'am, he's joined. Let's
All
start.
right, let's go ahead. For the international quiz, we have 40 questions and not 30 like the previous one. Please be quick enough to answer them. Start with the currencies and capitals. Please read the question well before you answer. Dinar is the currency of which of the following countries? And the time's up. Absolutely correct, all 15. And Harsh is leading this, followed by Christina and Sriram. Next. Capital of New Zealand. I hope all the participants should know this. Waiting on for one person, I guess. All done. Oh, so we have 13 at right and 2. And Ashley's taken the lead, followed by Cleon. Next, please. Phnom Penh is the capital of which of the following countries? All right. Next question. Okay. All right. Next, please. Which is the capital of Tajikistan? Oh, there are 4 people who got it wrong. There are 11 who have got it right. And Ashley is still ahead. Harsh, Sriram, and Christina, and Nia. Following. Next. Capital of Russia, easy one. All right, and all 15 are right. Next. All right, and Ashley's just ahead of everybody, and Sriram. All right, next. Currency of Israel. Right, I think one person is left to answer. Okay. Oh. All right, next one. Please read the questions carefully before you answer. Just don't think about only the time. Harsh has taken the lead. Next one. Currency of Austria. It's Austria, not Australia. All right, the next question. Christina, Nia. Christina's taken the lead, followed by Nia, Abdur, Ashley, and Harsh. Next one. Indonesia's currency. All right. Christina is taking the lead. In Asio, you just hit the answer sheet. You need to be quick enough to come into the screen. Next. Currency of Japan. Next question. And Christina is still leading. Next one.
Which is the capital of Thailand? Absolutely correct to the 13 people. Next question. All right, the next questions that are coming up are based onto the tourist spots and also onto the general knowledge. In which country would you visit the home of William Shakespeare? Twelve people are right. The image that one could see on the screen was the Shakespeare Center, the birthplace. It has a trust, which is there in England. And Christina has taken the lead. All right, next. In which American city would you stroll along the Freedom Trail? Boston Common is the right answer. It's about 2.5 miles with 16 stops. It starts at Boston Common and ends the trail at USS Constitution Museum. Nia has taken the lead, followed by Ashley and Christina. Next one, please. Chichen Itza is located in which country? Wonders of the world, please. All right, 13 people have answered it right. Going to the next one. And Nia has taken the lead, followed by Ashley and Christina. Next one. The Colosseum is located in which country? Again, one of the wonders of the world. All right, 11 people have answered it correct. Next question. Well enough. Next. Christ the Redeemer statue on Corcovado Mountain is located in which country? Brazil, right? Rio de Janeiro is the right answer. Next one. Right. Machu Picchu is located in which country? Right, 14 people with the right answer to the next question. Nia has taken the lead and is still following it, followed by Ashley and Abdur. Next one. Ngorongoro crater is located in which country? A tough one to answer. Absolutely right to the 10 people. It's the south of Tanzania. It's also known as the Black Hole and the Eden of Africa. Next one. The Great Barrier Reef is located in which country? Absolutely correct to all of you all. Next. Abdur, Ashley, Christina, and Kevin, please be a little more faster. And he has taken a lead. Next one. Pagan temples and pagodas located in which country? Simply 11 to the 11 people. Right, Burma is the right answer. Myanmar is where it is. Next one. Very good. Next one. The famous pyramids of Giza are located in which country? Again, an easy question too. Absolutely right. Moving to the next one. All right. We're starting again with currencies and capitals. Go on to all the participants. It's the time to take the lead. Just like how Bradley is telling onto the chat section, we need comeback. Yes, absolutely. Oh, all right. Next question. Nia, Ashley, Christina, Abdur, and Cleon. All right, very good. Which one is incorrect? It's a country and a capital along with it. Which one is incorrect? Absolutely correct. Next one, please. Nia is still on the lead. Ashley, come on. Next one. Currency of Ireland. Uh-oh, Dublin is the capital and not the currency of Ireland. Next one. And Cleon has come up. Very good. Next, please. What is the capital of Argentina? Right. Next question. This is the capital of Bhutan. Again, an easy question. Capital of Bhutan, neighboring country to us. Absolutely right to the 10 people. Kathmandu is the capital of Nepal. Next one. What is the national currency of Qatar? Absolutely right to the 9 people. Next question. Nia, Ashley, Christina, Kevin, and Cleon. And to the others, I like to see your names. I would like to see your names onto the screen. Please be fast enough to answer. Next question. What is the capital of Peru? Absolutely right to the 13 people. And the next question. Nia is still on the lead, followed by Ashley and Christina. Next one. Dash is the currency of Russia. Next question. Next, please. What is the national currency of South Africa? Absolutely right to the 12 people. And the next question, please. Oh, wow. I can see Kevin and Sriram on top again, coming back onto the screen. All right, next. This is the last question for country and currency, capitals and currency. We're moving absolutely right to the 11 people. Next questions. We're moving again to the GK and tourist spot. Next question. The Sistine Chapel is located in which country? Okay, next question. Right, next one, please. Mount Everest is located in which continent? Absolutely right to the 13 people, the very continent that we live in. Next one. Nia is at the first position till now. Next one. This holy place is located where? Absolutely correct to the 13 people. Moving to the next one. Amazing, Mia. Christina, go ahead. Next one. Dead Sea is located in which two countries? Find the right country from these two. Wow, so 12 people. Thank. Next question. Oh, and Christina has taken the lead. Nia, come back to the next one. Next one. Identify who is in this photograph. Absolutely right to the 13 people. Kamala Harris is the Vice President-elect of United States currently, and the second option was the Prime Minister of New Zealand. Christina, very good. Next one. Who is the Prime Minister of United Kingdom? Next question. And Christina has taken the lead. Mia, Ashley, Kevin, Sriram, come on, go ahead. And to the rest of y'all, please. Next. Who is the Prime Minister of Canada? So she correct to the 12 people. Next one. And Nia and Ashley have gone up. Christina, Kevin, and Sriram, please. All right, next. Identify who is in this photograph. Absolutely correct to the 15 of you. Mark Zuckerberg, the co-founder of Facebook. Steve Jobs is the co-founder for Apple. Next question, please. The second last question, who is the Prime Minister of Israel? How to absolutely correct to the 6 people. Next question. And the final question for the international quiz. Identify who is in this photograph. Absolutely correct. Is a North Korean supreme leader, and the other option was the Prime Minister of South Korea. And we have our winners. Third place is Sriram. Second place is Kevin. And first place is Nia. Congratulations to all 3 of you. And
congratulations!
Very well done. Very well done to the other participants. And we would be moving into our final one, that is identification of logos. Participants, please, same way you'd be getting the code again onto the group. Please log in with your first name only.
Generating code, ma'am.
Yes, yes, chef.
Okay, the pin is sent. Please join.
Yes, please be quick enough, guys. There are 12 participants to this. Please be quick enough to log in. Vinil, Amar, Abdur, Tawhid, Joshua Nayak, Nasio, Nia, Neha, Ashley, Jordan, Cleon, Bradley, and Sriram.
Good to go, ma'am. All join.
All right. Okay. All the best, everybody. I'm not going to disturb you all with my facts anymore with logos. Please identify these logos first. Which group is this? Absolutely correct to the 13 people to the next question, please. And Cleon is started with the lead. Hilton is the right brand. All right. Cleon is leading this, followed by Nasio and Jordan. Identify which hotel brand logo is this. You need to be doing this. Absolutely correct to the 10 people. Next one. And has the lead changed? No, Cleon is leading, followed by Jordan, Nia, and Ashley. Bradley, come on, all of you all. Next question, please. Identify which hotel brand's logo is this. To all the participants, please answer fast enough so that you can see your name onto the screen. Cleon, very well done. Next one, please. Which hotel's parent brand logo is this? Intercontinental Hotel Groups is what Crown Plaza comes under. Next question, please. And Jordan is taking the lead, followed by Nia and Bradley. Next question, please. Absolutely correct to the 11 people. Like a brand like Ramada comes under Wyndham Hotels. Next question. Jordan is on the lead. And I could see Neha and Joshua onto the screen. Go ahead. Which brand is this? Lemon Tree, right to the 11 people. Next question. Sriram and Amar, come on. Absolutely correct. Lalit is the answer. A very well-known brand. Identify which hotel brand logo is this. Next question, please. Absolutely right to the 11 people. Oberoi Hotels is the logo for. And Bradley has taken the lead. Jordan, Nia, Sriram, and followed by Tauhid. Next question. Starting with chain restaurants. Which restaurant chain logos are these? Absolutely correct to the 12 people. Next question. Next question, please. Which coffee shop logo is this? Costa Coffee is the right answer, not McCafe. Next question. Again, one more coffee shop logo. Absolutely. Next question. Come on, Bradley, Jordan, Nia, Sriram, and Tauhid. Come on, all the next questions. You'll have to go ahead. Identify which American fast food chain restaurant logo is this. Both the options are American fast food chains. Absolutely correct to the 13 people. And Bradley is still on the lead, followed by Jordan and Nia. Next question. Identify which chain restaurant logo is this? Pizza Express, absolutely correct to the 11 people. Moving to the next one. Ashley is coming up next. Identify which fast food chain restaurant logo is this? Absolutely correct. Well done. Next question. These are travel agents. Which travel agent, online travel agent logo is this? Clear Trip. Very good to the 9 people. Next question. All right, and Bradley's not letting anybody go up. Next one. Again, an online travel agent. Which logo is this? A very easy one. Absolutely correct. Next question. One, Jordan, Nia, Sriram, and Ashley, and Bradley. Go ahead. Do not let others take your strike. Identify which online travel agent logo is this. All right. Okay. Next question. Wow. And Bradley has a strike with 8 correct answers in a row. Very good. Next question, please. Identify which online travel agent logo is this. The last one to go with travel agents. Absolutely correct. Expedia is the answer to this. And the next questions, we start with the airlines logos for airlines. Next question. Identify which airline logo is this. Absolutely correct. Next one. All right. I would like to see the others, not only this 5 on the screen. Next question. Wow. Very good to the 10 people who answered it correct. Moving on to the next one. Next question, please. Which airline logo is this? Wow, all 14 correct. Next one. Twelve right answers. Indigo, national brand tours. Next question. Bradley is still on the first place. Come on, next question. The 5 more to go. Identify which airline logo is this. Absolutely correct to 12 people. And the next question. Amar, you've just 6 answers right. Go ahead and answer all 4 fast enough. Identify which airline logo is this. American Airlines, absolutely correct. Next question, please. Wow, Cleon has come on the screen. Next question. Identify which airline logo is this one now. British Airways or Thai? All right, British Airways is the answer. All right, next. Next question. The Next airline logo. Which airline is this? Absolutely correct to the 13 people. Lufthansa is the answer. Next question. And Bradley, Nia, and Ashley, you're on the lead. Next question. Second last question. Identify which airline logo is this? Cathay Pacific and Hong Kong Airline, absolutely right. Next one. The last question for today. Which airline is this? Absolutely correct to all. And the podium is here. Ashley at third. Nia at second. And Bradley at first. Congratulations to all of you. Thank you. Thank you to all the participants. Thank you, Melroy Chef and Justin, for coordinating this. And Bill, ma'am.
Congratulations, everyone. And congratulations, Roma ma'am, Melroy Chef, and Justin. That was a fantastic quiz competition. I loved it. I loved all the graphics. Absolutely wonderful. Congratulations. Thank you so much. And to all those who took part, fantastic job. Thank you, Roma ma'am. And if we can just share the winners on the group so that even the parents who have not been able to come, they will get to see it. Thank you so much. And thank you to you and Riston for making sure that this was started and for you to carry on the torch. Fantastic job. Thank you, Roma. Thank you. Alenka ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
You're announcing the...
Yes, so students, we have been all, the results of Nerdbird were immediate, but trust me, results of Tetrad were also pretty much immediate, but after great deliberation, I'm sure, and very close, decisions were very difficult to come to the winners, but the judges have truly done justice to it. And I really want to thank you, Annabelle ma'am, Meher ma'am, and Andre sir for patiently going through it all. And the results are out, students. So I would like to first request, we always go to the ladies first. So ma'am, if you don't mind, I'd like to ask the gentleman to announce first. Yes. And ma'am, if you don't mind. So let's start with Andre sir. Andre sir, would you please do us the honors and announce the winners for the poetry category?
Sure, ma'am. Sure, ma'am. Like Ma'am Alenka said, it was very, very difficult, but we have narrowed it down to 3 winners for the poetry category. In first place, we have Sarah John. Congratulations, Sarah.
Congratulations.
Thank you so much, sir.
In second place for poetry, we have Charlene Gracious. Congratulations, Charlene.
Thank you.
At third place, we have Rachel D'Souza from the first year. Congratulations, Rachel.
Thank you, sir.
Congratulations.
We also have a special prize for someone being so original with his rap rendition. That goes to Mr. Josiah Carquera from the second year. Congratulations, Josiah.
Thank you, sir.
Congratulations.
Congratulations, and thank you very much, Andre sir, for that. Big congratulations to all our winners for the poetry round. And moving to the elocution category, Meher ma'am, could you please announce the winners for the elocution category?
Yes, with pleasure. Thank you very much. Thank you, Alenka and Ma'am Annabelle, for actually, hosting both these beautiful events, Tetrad, and I was also trying to see the Nerdbird as we were, going through it. I enjoyed it thoroughly and want to say congratulations to each and every one of you, especially to the poetry competition winners. Congratulations, all of you did beautifully. Now, as far as the elocution goes, which is, your thought processes, which we are getting to see, we loved them. We all did. And when 3 of us were trying to decide we had actually quite similar thoughts on what all of you spoke. And best part was, even when we decided who we wanted to see in the first, second, and third place, whilst it was difficult, yes, because we felt everybody was good, we also found it, you know, most of, like I said, our thoughts were so similar. So even the winners for us are whom we would have chosen or have chosen. Okay, so for the elocution, the first person is Parth. The second person is Zareen. The third person, we have not a tie, but actually three. We've got Mark, Leola, and Cleon. Thank you very much, guys, and congratulations. Well done.
Well done.
Thank you so much, ma'am.
Congratulations to Parth,
Thank you so
Zareen,
much, man.
Leola, Mark, Leon. Well done. Congratulations. And thank you, Meher ma'am. Thank you very much.
So much.
And the extemporization category, Annabelle ma'am, could you please announce the winners for the extemporization?
Congratulations, all of you. Let me tell you, those topics ma'am chose were really difficult. Buttons and wax and salt. And so I was a little astounded. So, you know, but what we loved was that you took the topic and you ran with it and did a fantastic job. We would love to give everybody a prize. But the three exemplary ones were, the first is Mark, second is Charlene, and third is Cleon. So congratulations, all of you. Thank you, Alenka ma'am. Thank you, Meher ma'am. Thank you, Andre sir. Wonderful. We come to the end of our wonderful event. Could not have done this without Justin and Melroy, chef at the back end. Thank you, Roma ma'am. And to everyone who took part, congratulations. You're a winner just by taking part. Even if you went through the all the auditions, you're a winner. Remember, out of the 433 students, all of you who took part started off as winners, and then you get the top ones. We end our webinar series. We will be meeting again after the exams for a Christmas one. So on that day, everybody will be dressed in red, green, white, gold, if you can. And we will all sing together and we will try and make the most of our Christmas, even though we're going to do it on Zoom. But till then, second years and third years, please study hard. I know it's 2020. These exams are difficult. They are strange. It's something we don't know, but let's make the most of it. So all the best for your exams. For the first years, yes, your first exams are coming to, you know, almost right after Christmas. So please get ready for them. And then you have your theory 2nd to the 9th. So I wish everybody a good exam season, but also a good Advent, and wish everybody, today is the feast of Saint Xavier. May he take care of all of us and intercede for all of us. With that, thank you very much. Have a wonderful evening. And to the whole webinar team, thank you. To Saumil sir and to Terence, thank you very much. Good evening and have a good Advent.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am, and thanks to Alenka, ma'am, for hosting the whole thing.
Thank you so much. Thank you, everyone.
It might seem crazy what I'm about to say. Sunshine, she's here. You can take a break. I'm a hot air balloon that could go to space. With the air, like I don't care, baby, by the way. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you feel like a room without a roof. Clap along if you feel like happiness is the truth. happens to you, don't waste your time. Here's why.